Hi, everybody. Welcome to Conscious Conversations. I'm your host, Katie Augustyn. So I'm the founder of the Transformation Center, which is based in Westport, Connecticut. And at the center, in addition to the individual shamanic healing sessions and transformation coaching that I do, we also have classes, workshops. I love to host other practitioners to come and share with you what they offer. So you can check it all out on our website. We're going to put up the slide with the contact info. It's just transformationcenterct.com. And there's an event calendar where you can just register right online. Every month we have a shamanic clinic, the second Tuesday of each month. And all the details are on the website. And I just love working with new people, answering questions. And I do a free consultation call, so you can set that up as well. So I love meeting new people, and I am so excited that tonight my guest is Natasha Sarno. Welcome to the show, Natasha.
Thank you so much for having me, Katie.
Yeah, although we did meet a few months ago. So I've gotten to know you a little bit, but I'm excited to have this conversation today and just find out even more. So there's so much there, yeah. So before we start, I'm just going to read a little bit about you for our audience so they can get to know you. And we're also going to put up your slide, with your contact info. Okay, so Natasha Sarno is a licensed massage therapist. She's a functional medicine certified health coach. She's a women's circle facilitator and retreat leader. Wow, that's a lot.
It is.
So we do have a lot to talk about. And through her work, Natasha helps women reconnect with their bodies, with themselves, their inner wisdom. She incorporates mindfulness, embodiment, personal growth, and a nervous system healing into her offerings because she believes that, really healing happens when we address the whole person, the mind, body, and spirit. And I couldn't agree more. Mm-hmm. So we do have that in common, it feels like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm curious, and I really like to start with the question, how did you get interested in what you're doing?
Well, if you look at all the things that I do, they kind of feel separate, but to me, they all really come back to the same idea of helping people heal. Mm. And I started massage therapy when I was right out of college. I really needed a job because I was supporting myself, and I figured why not just give it a try, and it ended up that I'm really good at it and I loved it. So it actually worked out really well. But moving into the other modalities of functional medicine and leading women's circles and eventually hosting retreats, I think I started doing all of it because it was what helped me heal. Wow. And so I really started becoming integrated into this world of mind-body medicine. Mm. And throughout the journey of my own healing, my physical symptoms, my trauma, all of that, I just really came to the idea that I wanted to help other people, especially women, do the same thing. I was in talk therapy for so many years, and it served a purpose, but I never really got to the level that I wanted to get to in my healing journey. And that's when I really started looking at functional medicine for my health and looking at embodiment and nervous system regulation and sisterhood also.
Oh, right.
And that's what really kind of led me into this spiritual world of retreats and women's circles, because I don't think healing happens in solidarity. I think it really happens in community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that totally makes sense. Wow. So it's almost as though you started with the physical and then realized that there was a lot more to it underneath that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So how did you discover functional medicine to begin with?
I went through a period, about 20 years of physical symptoms. I had a lot of GI issues, anxiety, insomnia. My hormones were all out of balance, and I couldn't figure out why. And I was really healthy, and nothing I did seemed to help. And I came across functional medicine, and I really it was my last option. I feel like I had tried all the diets, all the fads, and nothing was working.
Mm-hmm.
And I really loved the idea that, you know, everything we go through it gets stored in our bodies, and that gets manifested into physical symptoms. And so I started working with a team of coaches and doctors and, you know, with doing testing and all of that. And I began my physical healing journey through the functional medicine practice that I was with. And that eventually led me into just becoming so passionate about the whole system.
Mm. Can we back up for a second for those in our audience who aren't familiar with functional medicine? Can you just describe it? What it's like? Or
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Functional medicine is looking at the whole person. It's really getting to the root cause of physical symptoms. And a lot of times Western medicine can prescribe a medication to mask symptoms, but we're never really getting to the root of the problem. And that's what functional medicine does. So it looks at environment, lifestyle, stress, previous trauma, you know, genetics, of course, and lab work. There's a lot of testing that's done. And we create this whole picture, and then we start really peeling back the layers to figure out what's really causing this at the root of it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And that was very helpful for you.
Yes.
So then you decided to become trained in it? Is that how it?
Pretty much. Functional medicine got me to a certain point in my healing journey, but then I started to feel like I was plateauing.
Okay.
And then once I actually read the book, The Body Keeps the Score.
Oh, yeah.
And once I read that, I was like, okay, this is the missing piece here.
Okay. The trauma.
The trauma. The unprocessed trauma that really just lives in our bodies. I was doing all the other things, but that was really the missing piece for me.
Yeah, yeah, and I think for a lot of people, it's not unusual. I've heard that before, and yeah, that's a terrific book and a good place to start if people are curious.
Absolutely.
About what it's all about, really.
Yeah.
It tells you a lot. So, okay, so then you got to that stage in your journey.
Yeah.
Your healing journey.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And so how did that inform what you do now?
Oh, that's a really good question. I started going on retreats about 10 years ago at a very similar time when I started doing my functional medicine program, actually. And being with the women on these retreats and doing these embodiment practices and having space to feel and be seen and rest and really get out of the mind and into the body, they were so transformative for me. And I knew pretty early on that that was my dream. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to gather women and do the real healing that a lot of us don't even really know exists, maybe. And so, but for a lot of years, I was nervous. I didn't know how to go about it. I didn't know what to do. I was nervous to be, to put myself out there. And so I just kept going on them. I kept doing my healing. I kept being in community with other women and putting myself out there. And over 10 years, I finally felt like, I think I'm ready. There was a bit of imposter syndrome in there because I feel like many of us, we always think we need the next thing to be ready, the next certification.
I'm familiar with that.
The next letter next to your name. So when I finally just decided that I was going to do it, I don't even know if I knew I was ready. I was just like, it's time, I'm ready.
Yeah. Well, if you say you are, that's what matters.
Right. Yeah. And then when I made that decision, I kind of felt like the universe started collaborating with me to make it happen. So that felt really supportive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you took everything that you learned and you're now
Mm-hmm.
putting it all together
Yeah,
in a retreat.
I call it Earth School
Yeah, yeah.
because all the experiences that I had as it was healing me, it was also guiding me toward my purpose.
Hmm. Yeah, which is helping others
Mm-hmm.
heal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the retreat is a great setting for that because, like you said, it's the setting with the other women who are on the same path, and
Mm-hmm.
also I think just the length. Is it usually like 3 days or
Um,
more,
my
or a
next
week?
retreat in Costa Rica is 8 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I've never done a weekend retreat. So and all the retreats that I've been on, they've always been for an extended period of
Okay.
time. I think when you give yourself a full week,
Yeah, that's really optimal when you
because you
think
don't
about it.
just click into retreat mode when
No,
you land.
no. Yeah,
You need time to settle in, and you never know what's going to come up. Retreat always gives you what you need, but you never know what it's going to be.
yeah,
So you need some time
yeah.
to really settle in and to start integrating and to just feel safe in the environment also.
Yes, yeah, and then have time to just be away too.
Correct.
Give yourself permission to not be
Mm-hmm.
connected to, worrying about what's going on back home or
Right.
things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many, you've done several retreats so far or?
So the one in Costa Rica is going to be my first international retreat.
Okay.
I've been doing a lot of women's circles, which are not like mini retreats, but they're an hour and a half to 2 hours within the community. And that was really my segue into this because I went on a retreat last year in Ibiza and something just clicked when I came home. And I just knew that I needed to start this process.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been doing my women's circles as often as I can, whether on Zoom or at my local yoga studio. And I'm trying to branch out into the community more in other healing spaces to just kind of get this work out there because I feel like so many women
Yeah.
need it.
No, it's really important. Well, that's great. Well, so
Yeah.
you should come to the Transformation Center and
Yeah,
do one.
absolutely.
Yeah, maybe in the fall.
I would love that.
So the retreat in Costa Rica, give us a little preview of what it's going to feel like or be like, or what
It's
do you have in
called
mind?
it's called Return to Her, and it's a sacred feminine women's retreat. And the whole purpose of the retreat is really to have women reconnect with themselves, their most authentic selves, reconnect with their voice, and to start to trust their intuition again and to just kind of let the wild side out. I feel like in today's society, we are so conditioned to look a certain way, be a certain way, behave a certain way. And I think it makes us lose sight of who we really are deep down. And so I'm really creating this to incorporate embodiment and women's circles and different healing modalities throughout the week, static dance, things to really reconnect more so with the body and get out of the mind.
Yeah, yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you have other practitioners there supporting you. Yeah.
Yeah, we have someone coming in to do yoga every day, which is optional, of course. We're going to be doing a sound bath healing,
Nice.
a traditional temescal ceremony, a cacao ceremony with a local ceremonialist. So I'm really trying to bring in a lot of the culture
Oh, great.
and the local professionals as well.
Yeah. That's coming up this fall.
It's in March
Oh, in the spring.
of
So
2027.
March 2027.
It's right before the spring equinox,
Mm-hmm.
and that week is actually during the new moon in Pisces, which was very intentionally timed because that is a big threshold for release and renewal. So I really wanted to hold it at that time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing. So it's good that you're planning ahead.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, good. Well, I'm sure we'll be hearing more about that.
Yeah.
So that's your focus right now, is working on that.
Yeah, I'm still doing my women's circles, of course, because I know not all women can go away on retreat. And so I really I really want to make it accessible to everyone. So I'm still doing my women's circles and really focusing on crafting this retreat that I'm so excited about. It's been my lifelong dream to do it. And it's actually really interesting. I went on my first retreat in Santa Teresa, Costa Rica, where I'm hosting my first retreat. So it's very special.
Yeah, it's like full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, it feels really good.
Yeah.
I can feel the energy.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll sign up.
I'm
I mean,
very
I've
excited.
never been on that kind of retreat, so.
They're amazing. They're all different and they all offer
Mhm.
something different, but you never come home the same person,
Yeah,
which is what I love.
yeah. And I'm sure you get all different ages there and from all over.
Oh, yeah. I went on a retreat in Tulum in January, and I think the youngest person there was 21, and the oldest person, I think she was in her 70s.
Yeah. Wow.
So you get women of all walks of life, all ages, all ethnicities,
Mhm.
and you're not all on the same journey, but you're all there for some sort of common ground to be seen and to be heard and held and witnessed. And it's just really beautiful watching the week unfold.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it'll be so different with you, kind of in charge of it.
Yeah, yeah.
You get to see it from a different perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that'll be really cool. Wow. I love that.
Thank you.
So are you also still doing your functional medicine practice?
I am. I'm still
Okay.
doing massage and functional medicine.
Okay. Do they go
Coaching.
hand in hand, or are they pretty much separate? Like, do you have the same people doing both, or
No, they're
same
pretty
clients?
separate. Yeah, my functional medicine health coaching business is virtual, so I can reach people from all over. My massage therapy business is Westchester and Fairfield County, which I kind of call that my 9 to 5.
Yes.
I mostly do that, and then I do have some functional medicine clients on the side, and then doing all my work with the women in the women's circles and crafting the retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sounds like right now that your heart is really in the retreat
Yeah.
mode, so to
Absolutely.
speak.
Yeah.
Even though it's still a few months away.
Yeah, you need a lot of time to plan. A lot goes into it, especially for me. I'm a very intentional person. And so I just wanted to give myself a lot of time to just make sure that this was everything I wanted it to be, and to also give the women the time to find me and to put their trust in me. It's a commitment. So I think, giving yourself more time is just easier.
Yeah. No, it's smart. It really makes sense. And to have that, do you have to go visit down there to check
Well, I've
it
been
out?
there.
Oh, that's right. You
I've been
started
there. Yeah, I got lucky. I've
Yeah,
been there.
yeah, yeah. And so have you been back since then?
Not to Santa Teresa. I've been to Costa Rica many times. It's one of my favorite places in the world. So I luckily I already know the area, and I already know some of the locals that live there. So yeah, I didn't have to worry about that
Oh,
part.
that's great.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure that was intentional.
Yeah.
So I've never been there. What is it that you love about Costa Rica?
Well, it's really safe. That's number one. It's really safe. The people are so lovely and kind, and their mantra is pura vida, which is pure life. And they really live by that there. And aside from that, the food is incredible. And I mean, Santa Teresa's on the coast, so we're right on the beach, but we also have the jungle. So I don't know, there's just not one thing I don't like about it there. The weather is
Do you
perfect.
see yourself spending more time there as the years go on?
I hope so. If I could sell everything and move there, I
Like
would.
you're drawn to. There's something about it. It feels like, I don't know, if maybe in a past life or
Maybe.
an ancestral
Maybe.
connection. Yeah, it feels like
I think
there's
it's
something.
just everything I could ever want. The food, the weather, the people, the sense of community there. They live off the land, and they're really connected to the ocean, which I am as well. So it's just a really magical place.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like it has a lot going for it. So if you would recommend going there, yeah,
Yes, absolutely.
maybe just for vacation.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah. All right, cool. So how else are you, what does the future look like besides this retreat? What else are you interested in? Is there anything that you haven't done yet that you want to try?
I know I feel like I have my hands in a lot of things at the moment.
Yeah.
I've never been that person that knew what I wanted to do growing up. I kind of just winged it for a long time because I was in survival. I did what I had to.
Yeah.
And I'm finally at a place in my life now where I can start to really think about what I really love and what my purpose is. And that's when these women's circles and coaching women and the retreats started to really bloom. And so I think I really just want to do more of that.
Yeah.
I would love to host more retreats in the future and continue with my women's circles and continue coaching women, and just helping women reconnect with themselves is my goal. And I don't know how I'm going to do that in the future. I don't know what modality that'll come through, but that's really the goal.
Yeah. So you'll just follow your heart.
Yeah.
Feels like.
Exactly.
And how about your intuition? How strong is that with the work that you do?
I think it's really strong. I think something I've been working through right now has been releasing the fear. I think the intuition is there. I can feel it, but just releasing the fear, kind of telling the ego that we're okay, we're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You mean like self-doubt kind of fear? What does it feel like?
Yeah, I would say self-doubt, fear of failure. Fear of not knowing what's going to happen, imposter syndrome. I think all of those things we all struggle with.
Yeah. And what has helped you the most with that type of feeling?
I think continuing to do the healing that I'm still doing, because while I create all of these spaces for women, they also help me. And I also do so much healing on my own to help with that, because I don't know if it ever fully goes away, but just learning to trust myself more and trust my capabilities, and this whole theme of being enough.
Yes.
And being worthy, I feel like that's my lifelong lesson.
Yes, I think that is for a lot of us. Really.
Yes, absolutely. And so just continuing to do that work. Some days are better than others. But yeah, I think it's just being really, really devoted to that work.
And doing it on your own, or is there a modality that really seems the most helpful for you?
For me, it's both. I do a lot of embodiment and nervous system regulation on my own, but I've done a lot of healing modalities as well. EFT tapping has been transformative for my nervous system. And I didn't even really know that I needed it until I started doing it. And then I realized, wow, this is a game changer. Yeah. And I recently started doing EMDR for trauma, which has been really, really helpful.
Do you want to describe what that is in case people don't know?
EMDR, it's rapid eye movement. It kind of rewires the brain. I think. Yeah. The things you discuss in the sessions are always different, but it's pretty simple. You just kind of watch a ball go across the screen.
It's amazing. I've seen it done. And people, it's very, very effective.
Yeah, and it's one of those modalities I've realized you have to really trust the process, because in the moment you might say to yourself, how is this helping? But it does. It really does. And the EFT tapping is just, I can feel it instantly with the right practitioner.
Yeah, it calms the nervous system. Right? Yeah. So you wrote something recently that I was interested in about why is it, and I'm probably not going to phrase it right, but why is it easier for us to give than it is to receive? Yeah, so tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I think that goes back to this whole idea of being enough. We think that, or at least I have thought that, I have to prove myself with earning and achieving and doing. And being enough, I think, is realizing that you don't have to do all of those things to prove your worth.
Yeah, we are just by being. We're worthy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we don't live in a society where just being and resting is valued. And so that's a big part of my work, is with my personal work and my work with these women, is to remind ourselves that we are enough and we are worthy, and we don't have to constantly give and override ourselves and make ourselves small to be enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. And by giving, which is fine. I mean, I'm all about giving for sure, but there's a balance.
Yes.
And I've learned that in my work as well. It's like to receive, you're giving the other person the gift of giving.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And so sometimes it helps to look at it that way. Mm-hmm. If you're very much a giver, because some people, like on the Enneagram or anywhere, if that's just how you're wired, so to speak, you can still learn that receiving is another form of giving.
It's beautiful. Yeah, I love that perspective. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that is a big part of it. A lot of people think that it's selfish to not give, but I like what you said about the balance.
Yeah, and to know that it's like having the feeling that let's put it this way. It's okay for you to receive help. For example, help is just one example.
Right.
That it doesn't mean there's something lacking in you,
sure,
or wrong with you.
Yeah.
I think that was the mentality I was certainly given growing up. Is you can't ask for help. That means you're weak, or you're not smart enough or strong enough.
Absolutely.
And that's a big hurdle to overcome if you're taught that as a child.
Yeah.
So I'm sure that's part of the work that you do.
Absolutely.
With your women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I don't know why it's, well, I do know why, but it's for women it seems a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
I guess men weren't given that message so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, maybe they were,
Well, we're the caregivers.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just assumed that we have to give all of ourselves and not ask for anything in return.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm so glad you're doing this work, Natasha. This is really,
you.
really, really great. So we're going to put up your contact info one more time. And is there anything, we're going to wrap up in a second, is there anything that we didn't talk about that you'd like to share before we wrap up?
I don't
think of anything? So. Pretty much covered it.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So just look for Natasha online, and I'm sure you have, like I do, free consultations for people.
Oh, absolutely.
Over the phone. If they have any questions, they can just reach out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it was really, really great having you here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, I really learned a lot. And thank you to our audience at Verso Studio. Our helpers at Verso Studio, and our audience for watching today. And I hope you got as much out of the conversation as I did. And we look forward to seeing you the next time on Conscious Conversations. Namaste.